Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube. Here to help you break through those fears, live an amazing life. I thought it was time we went live. So get your coffee ready because I'm going to talk about the one thing. I like to give you steps. I like to give you something to focus on. I'm going to give you a tool. The one thing that is critical: law of attraction, quantum physics, miracles. It's all the same thing. What do you want to create? What would you like to see happen? And it requires this one thing. I'm going to share that with you now. Now, most of you would say belief, and you would be right. But that's not the critical thing we're going to talk about today. Hello, good morning. Hi. Unfortunately, I am not able, for whatever reason, to notify people in advance of my live call. Sharon, good morning. Because I don't know why, but Google isn't YouTube isn't notifying people. So we're going to work on that so that you'll know in advance when I'm going live. All right. So I saw that my miracles, what does it take to create a miracle, was a popular video, and I wanted to keep going on that. Welcome, everybody. Well, good morning, Bud, Sharon, Nadia, Tina. And so I'm going to get started right away because this is going to be recorded, of course, and people are going to get to view this. I'm going to say, what is it? Get to the one thing. Well, first of all, we must believe. But I want to explain to you what happens when you believe and things don't happen. You say, law of attraction doesn't work, or quantum physics is not working for me. Of course, it's always working. You're always manifesting, right? Good morning, Miss Nettie. Hey, Mallorca. I went to Mallorca. Oh, I love it there. What happens when we believe? We're probably still imagining that thing that we desire, right? We're imagining that thing as if it is still separate from us. The critical key, I think you guys are going to love this, but this is the toughest thing for people to do, is to absolutely see the perfect body, that perfect relationship, that perfect job. You must see yourself and the situation as perfect. All right? So you can believe all you want, but if you're still focused on your current negative situation, or you still see the sick body that you have, or you still see the nasty job, you're still focused. So I love quantum physics. You're still focused on the negative situation. So even though you've got this thought back here that you want to manifest, I believe this is what I desire, what happens is you're still envisioning, and envisioning is very powerful, right? You're still seeing the negative situation. And of course, we know from my 3 seconds to manifest anything video that if you're focused on that, you got to get off of that thought and focus over here. But you must see that perfect situation. And this is how miracles were done. This is how Christ performed miracles. He saw that person as perfect already. He didn't see the affliction. He saw the perfect healed body. Now, Greg, if you're a fan of Greg Braden, hey, Brenda, good morning. Yes, Brenda, thank you. I do try to simplify how I explain things, because when you think something's not working and there's something outside of me, do I need to do mantras? What do I need to do? It's like, it's just way too complex, and it's really this simple. Know that it is done. Now, the Bible, if you're a Christian, over and over tells us how to do this. Know that it is done. Ask and it is given. But know that it is already done is critical, right? Now, if you know Greg Braden, one of my favorites because he's a scientific guy, he observed some Chinese, I don't know if they were physicians or healers, with a woman who was supposedly incurable. She had a cancerous tumor in her bladder. US doctors, Chinese doctors, everybody rejected her. They said there was no curing it. And so they put it on X-ray, I'm sure you guys will know what this is. It's like an X-ray, so you can see live. They use it to see babies, when they go in, And so I think it's a sonogram, right? They go in and then they could actually move around and see what's inside. So they used this technology and put it up on a screen so that Gregs could see what's going on, exactly how they were doing it. So they said these chants, and this tumor actually disappeared within minutes. Pretty amazing, huh? Or is it? And he asked them, what are they doing? Are they sending healing power in? And of course, she believed. They said, no, we already saw her healed. We saw her as perfect. So they saw a beautiful light being. So they envisioned a higher frequency, a higher, person, a higher molecules and whatever it is that's put together to create the situation or the body or whatever it is. Max, namaste. Orlando, Florida. Wow. Born in Russia. We are all one. I look at, when I get on here and I see you guys live, it's so amazing that we're all over the world. And thanks to technology, we get to speak with one another and we can amplify and accelerate what's going on. Now, if you guys don't know this, March 1st, it'll probably be March 1st, I am starting the Miracle Circle membership. It's a monthly membership. Why a monthly membership? Because we have a private room where we're actually going to perform miracles. And we're going to do exactly what I'm teaching you right now. Simple steps, but how do you stay in that zone and you don't go off into this other space where you're going, but I am broke, or I don't have the relationship, or, whatever it is. Hey, Lola. And so I want to take you through, you're going to actually get training every week on how to create a miracle. And what does that mean? We're going to go into a private group on Facebook then, where we're going to talk about it. We're going to share positive stories. It's going to be 100% positive, high frequency place. It's the circle of trust, right? I don't know if you ever saw that movie, The Fockers, the circle of trust. You're going to be in the circle of trust. And that means you're going to have to force yourself to be in that frame of mind where miracles are possible. Now, every week, what I'm going to do is things like this, where we're going to say, okay, how do we go into that space? How do we see ourselves as perfect, or that situation perfect, when we're in this real world, this very physical world that, we have to deal with every day, right? So how can I see myself healed and perfect when maybe I'm feeling pain, or I've had this chronic disease forever? Well, first of all, we know that a miracle can do this, right? We know that Christ and other amazing prophets and other amazing healers have been able to do this. You have to participate in it. So nothing's going to happen for you unless you're participating. So you must see yourself as perfect. And that's going to be the toughest thing for you to do. Linnell, good morning. Yes, many blessings to everybody. Can you see the situation perfect? Okay, let's say you desire more money. Can you imagine that perfect situation where you are going into your bank account and there's plenty in there, where you go to the grocery store? And I love this. This is one of my favorite things to do. Go into the grocery store, a high-end grocery store, and not looking at the prices of anything. If I want champagne and expensive cheese, I get it, right? That's an amazing feeling. And as simple as that is, if you can envision that, that's my perfect world, right? Well, I live that perfect world, but I always saw that. And even when I was a student or struggling for money, you're getting the change together to eat dinner, I always saw that world. I always saw that. And I knew that that was an existence for me that was going to just take a little time to come in alignment. And that's how you have to think of it. So when you go into that space where you're thinking of yourself and the situation is perfect, just know that, yes, you are dealing with the past consequences of actions and thinking and beliefs. Don't discount that. And we learn this in the Miracle Circle. And that is that, how do we deal with all those things and that person that we have been up until this point? So when you see a situation perfect, what are you going to do? You must start to be that person. You cannot act like the sick person. So you must take care of your body and meditate and see that light coming through and see yourself with that amazing person who treats you well, and see yourself in that job that pays you well. You must know that it exists, and you have to see it as perfect. All right. It's going to be the toughest thing you guys have to do. Oh, yes. Hey, UK, everybody. Boy, we got all kinds of different time zones here. So I wanted Danny Boy. I wanted earphones to listen on my phone yesterday, and a new pair of earphones by the trash today because I cleaned my floor at the trash today. A brand new robot floor cleaner. My partner's back. All right. All right. So it could be simple things, right? This visual knowing it is done is the critical key. It is the perfect situation, and you see it. And when you focus on anything else but that, you interfere with the quantum field creating that reality for you. Does this make sense, everybody? All right, because let's see, I've been on here, I don't know, 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay. I don't want to go on too long about this morning because I like to simplify things. Now, my mobile app has been approved by Apple and Google and all those other guys, whoever has to approve it. It's coming. It is coming out. We're getting it ready. Android's ready. And yes, I'm making a lot of sense. Thank you, Lynn. The Android is ready, but we're going into beta testing, and I'm going to get it ready for the iPhone too. We're going to have it for everything. It's going to be free. And what it's going to do is you set these alarms. So the first thing in the morning is you hear me for less than 2 minutes talking to you saying, get up, we're going to set our intentions. So you set your intentions in the morning. You see that. What's that perfect situation? And then you don't pretend, oh, I'm going to go into it right now. You're saying, okay, I have done certain things and acted a certain way and thought there's certain things that have placed me in this situation. So I must deal with this. That's reality. Okay. If you are broke or you have been in a rotten situation, you guys, February 22nd, that's next Saturday, I have a webinar called Activate Perfect Love. Whether you're in a relationship or you're single, this is a 3-hour webinar that you can go to landriaonkka.com and you can join me. 3 hours. And what is perfect love? Well, first of all, it starts with you. But if you don't envision that perfect situation, that perfect relationship, and let's say you're in a negative one, you have to clear out the learning, the things that you have to learn along the way so that you can shift into that new reality, right? Einstein said the same mind that created the problem cannot solve the problem. He didn't say the same person. He said the same mind. So that person, when you shift your mindset, you can now become the person who can solve the problem. Oh, I've allowed people to abuse me. I don't love myself. I've always thought of myself as not good enough to be wealthy, or wealthy people are bad. Or somebody said, he got really mad at me. This is the problem with, typing stuff. Spiritual leaders, I struggle with why spiritual leaders should be wealthy. Well, if spiritual leaders were the ones with all the money, we wouldn't have problems. We'd have money going into very important places, homelessness and poverty and all those things, instead of it's reversed. But this is how we think, right? We're thinking the reverse. It's let's place the power in all these people that are doing stuff that aren't good for us. You are in control, all right? So that's a consequence on our planet of how we've behaved. And that's to hand our power over to other people that are not making good decisions. So you have to think about that in your own life. If I've been making negative decisions or thinking negatively about money, about relationships, about my job or my skills or my abilities, then that must be changed. I must learn from that, because in order to see this perfect situation and know it exists and step into it, then I'm going to use this powerful past that I've created that could be painful, right? And I'm going to go into this amazing new probability that exists for me right now that is perfect, and I see myself in it, not somebody else. You see you in that situation. Hayden, if you've been trying to manifest a relationship for a while, okay, visualizing and everything, but nothing's showing up. Any tips? Yeah, spend 3 hours with me next Saturday. Now, if you sign up for that webinar and you can't do it live, it doesn't matter. You get the recording within 24 hours. You get the recording. Unlimited. You could use this. You can watch that thing as many times, and I give you steps. You guys who've been in my 3-hour webinars know that it's a workshop. So I work with you for 3 hours. We talk about what's the issue, what must change in order for you to get into that situation. And then I give you steps that you can do every day. All right. So come spend time with me. And that's at landriaonka.com. Landriaonka.net is my business site where I do the internet training. So yes, so a snap out of Lynn, that snap out of a reminder is going to be on my mobile app. So you schedule it, and like every couple hours, this thing will go off. Let's say you're in a meeting, you can put it to vibrate, it'll vibrate, but you don't just get a reminder because alarm goes off. You actually put in a, earpiece if you want, or listen to it, and I will speak to you for 2 minutes and shift you back into that place. I have different packages. One's called Call in Your Angels. I have one that I'm making this weekend called Spiritual Butt Kick. If you guys like my spiritual butt kick, you can put that package in, and that's when we get real serious. They're like, snap out of it, right? What are you doing? You're manifesting right now. So the app is called What Am I Manifesting? And all of this is really getting to focus, focus, focus. Quantum physics is just focus. And what you believe and what you see and envision, what you expect, appears. Now, you got to let go of how and when. But I can tell you right now, if you see that perfect situation, you know it, you believe it, and you focus, focus, focus on it, and you practice this every day, you guys write me, tell me. People get out of my webinars and write me right away and say, you wouldn't believe what happened. And I'll say, yeah, I would. I have Manifest Anything webinars. If you guys go in there, you can see the former ones. You can order those and watch those forever. Do you talk about manifesting a partner with a soulmate list? No, I don't restrict myself to anything. A list, in my opinion, and by the way, so tell me what this means, because I might have this wrong. A soulmate list tells me that, there's a specific person. Now, a soulmate list, do you mean like the things you desire? Yeah, that's totally cool because you're placing your order, but not specific people or you. If I don't believe there's one soulmate in the world for you, because we are one energy. So your soulmate's in everybody ultimately, but you get to choose that individual role, and there's so many different choices for you, right? There's different probabilities. Of course, there's more than one soulmate for you because we are all one connected, beautiful soul. All right. So Kathy, you're welcome for the information. The time for the webinar, it's 9 a.m. Eastern time next Saturday on the 22nd. Activate Perfect Love. It's not about just going and getting a date. And if you're married and you're struggling in a relationship, I think you're going to love this. If you're single and you can't figure this out, why can't I get somebody? This is going to apply very much to you. I think you guys are going to love it. So come join me. You can go into landriaonka.com today and go into the store. It lists everything. Now, if you are in my inspiration sign up, landriaonka.net, inspiration-sign up list. If you go into the description of any of my videos, you can do that. You get discounts for anything that I do charge for. You get discounts for. All right, and I make it very cheap. It's $29.95 for 3 hours with me. I think you can handle that. All right. Okay. Yes. Hi, Lizzie. Hello, gorgeous to you. All right, so we've been on for about 18 minutes. This is one of my shorter ones today. A lot of times we go into it, but it's really easy. It's really simple. See it perfect. See the perfect body, but not a separate body from you. See that you in that probability that is perfect. See it. Smell it. Hear it. Feel the wind through your face when you're standing on your porch on your beach house. This is the perfect situation. You guys know, if you know, I quit investment banking. I was an investment banker on Wall Street. 25 years, man. I'm talking brutal. Woo-wee. You wonder why I get tough with you guys? Because I spent 25 years in that world. Well, I have to tell you that, I envisioned, because I want to be a writer, I envisioned that movie that I desired. I knew that when I wrote a book, it was going to be a movie. And I quit my 25 years, learned internet marketing, saw an ad, learned internet marketing. If you guys have ever seen the little things that come up here, that's my free workshop. Created a complete platform for you guys and I always saw certain things. I saw a movie, a television movie. So I went and wrote my book. I created different businesses. I wrote my book and I saw that television movie, and that's exactly what unfolded. My first novel ever, within a few months of me putting it out there, second producer took it and they filmed within months. That's unheard of. Went to television. You can actually see it on television right now if you want to. It's called The Rooftop Christmas Tree. All right. So I'm going to let you guys go. Yes. Hey, I can I help you with meditation? I have a whole playlist on meditation. Okay. I want you to start doing my meditations. They're guided. If you have problems with meditation, and this is where creating that perfect thing, you can go into meditation and imagine this, but the mind chatter starts. Do guided meditations. So you can go into my playlist and you can actually place your order into the universe. You call in angels, we get clear, and then we put our desired manifestation out into the quantum field. And so you can pick different ones. You can tell by the titles what it's going to do for you. One is miracle healing. If you want to concentrate on your body being perfect and healing it, you can go into that one, and I talk you through it. So it is a talking, those are talking meditations. So if you don't like talking, those are not going to be good for you. Okay. So Lizzie, I have a whole bunch of 3-hour webinars. Those are really good because they're super cheap and they're 3 hours and you can play them over and over again, about manifesting certain situations, success. How do you do that? And each one of them, believe it or not, is different. And it gives you exercises. Yes, visualize and elevate your mindset. Absolutely. So when you're visualizing the thing that you desire, what happens? You start to feel good already. So you're already raising your frequency. Now, what happens when your frequency's up here? You're connecting to other higher frequencies. All right. If I'm in a high frequency, I don't see what's down here. You're not down here, right? You're up here with other people on frequencies. What happens when friends start to get, cray on you, and you don't want to hang out with them anymore because you don't want to hear the gossip. You don't want to do nasty stuff or whatever they're doing. You stop hanging out with them. That's a frequency. So frequency is the same thing. The higher frequency you go, and if you're focusing on the thing that you desire, it's going to make you feel good. You elevate your frequency. You start to get a little excited. And the more you do that, the higher the frequency. And guess what happens? Stuff starts to show up that you didn't even order. Why? Because there's abundance there. There's happiness there. There's giving there. And then you start to give more. You don't feel broke. I have to hang on to this because I'm broke. No, you're like, I'm not broke. I'm going to give. And then all of a sudden, whatever you put in the universe comes back to you. Everything. Don't think, oh, I didn't. It's going to come back at some point. You don't want nasty stuff coming back. So never put in the universe what you don't desire. And that means every single thought. Sorry, guys. So the mobile app comes out. I'll announce that, and I'll give you a spot where you can download it. And I think you're going to love it because it's going to all day. It's going to kick you out of it, and have you refocus and think about what are you thinking about other people. That's a low frequency too. If it's judging. Great. Yes, quantum physics, is my thing. So go in and do those meditations, the quantum meditations. Go in and take those 3-hour webinars. And if you guys want to take Breakthrough Fear, my 6-week course, I give it to you for a year. Use Inspiration with Landria as the code. That's landriaonkka.com. Breakthrough Fear, it's a 5-star course. Everybody that's taken it has just come back with amazing feedback and told me it's shifted their lives. They've been able to manifest things. And if fear is your thing, that would be a good course for you to take and get the basics, because we're going to go in 2020 here very shortly. I'm going to release some new courses that are advanced manifesting. So get ready for that. All right. Okay. So I love you all. And then you can go to, I'm going to give you the .com one. .com is where you can go to see where all the courses are. The .net is where you can go check out my internet training. All right, so we're going to say goodbye Today, let's focus on nothing but higher things. I'll announce the Miracle Circle membership. And if you guys want to start creating miracles and learning how to do that, you can come over, and all kinds of good stuff within the next couple months coming out. Namaste. You are whole and perfect. I see you as perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. That universal power flows through every single person. It's equal. All right? Never forget that. Send you light, love, health, wealth, abundance, and most of all, my friends, awakening. Namaste. Have a great Sunday.